Can I make my own nutrition facts label? That is a question that we get all the time. And I'm really excited to bring you this software that shows you how to create your own nutritional label for your food product, baked good, or pretty much anything that you're making, to tell you the truth. So we're gonna dive into how do I create a nutritional facts label in this video, step-by-step tutorial. You gotta stay with me through the whole video. I'll show you how this software works. We're gonna dive into that right now. All right, so welcome back to Marketing Food Online, guys. And in this video, I'm super excited to show you the step-by-step process. We have a couple of videos we've already done briefly on our Marketing Food channel about how you can use some of this software. I want to give you an up-to-date version on this video. A lot of you have been requesting and asking about how can I create and how do I create a nutritional facts label for my own food product. I want to look professional. I want it to look good. There's even a handful of you that are cottage food operators, which of course are home-based food business startups. And if you're starting from your home, a lot of the cottage food laws require certain types of labels with information on it, but you can literally take it a next step further and even add a professional looking nutritional analysis. So welcome to Marketing Food Online. It is Damian Roberti, founder and CEO of Marketing Food Online. My wife and I, Sylvia, have actually been e-commerce food entrepreneurs for 13 years. I've been operating very successful businesses through Amazon, eBay, and Etsy. Now we're nearly $1 million in the past 8-9 years we've been on Amazon of our baked goods, snacks, and things that we actually make to order. And we also been on eBay and Etsy for a little over 12 years. We use this specifically for our products too. As a matter of fact, I'll even show you. There you go. That is one of the ways that you can create an amazing label for a snack. This particular thing is a spicy trail mix that we make. So let me dive into this. And just so you know really quick, a background of understanding nutritional labels, the FDA literally allows you to create a label based on two types. It could be lab-driven or it could be data-driven. A lab that can actually take the product and break it down and create the analysis for you and send it back is very, very expensive. Also very time-consuming. But there's also data-driven. Data-driven is using software, specifically online software, online businesses that offer software for you to enter a recipe. And that recipe will break down the particular ingredients and you can create a professional FDA-approved nutritional label based upon that. So the other thing you want to look at is you want to make sure that it's FDA-approved label nutrition software, specifically those types of software that can break it down and follow the guidelines set forth by the FDA. Some websites that offer nutritional analysis and such don't meet that criteria or may not meet that criteria, and I highly recommend you stay away from them. But in this website specifically, we've actually used this a lot and we refer you guys to them. But definitely check out the link down below. You can take a look as well. But this is how we do and how we created. We've done over, I think, 2 or 3 dozen, if I'm not mistaken so far, labels that we've created for different snacks and products. You can use this for baked goods, you can use it for cakes, you can use it for anything. Let me show you how it works. So we got our laptop open. Now I'm actually just going to create a sample here for you of a recipe, a baked good recipe, and then we'll go from there. So the first thing, which is our biggest part of our recipe, is flour. Type in the word flour, and it's actually going to bring up these different types of ingredients. Now, you can find your flour here. And by the way, this is enormous. Recipal has a ridiculous amount of ingredients. It's mind-boggling the amount of stuff and work that they've actually put into this software. It's really amazing. Pat on the back, by the way, for you guys that have developed Recipal. So go up to the top, pick out whatever your flour is. Mine is just traditional all-purpose. Then we're going to add this. See right here? You want to add your first ingredient, and that's going to get you started, okay? Now, let's scroll down a little bit here. And then, okay, so we have our flour, and as a matter of fact, I'm actually going to use a really quick recipe that we've got, and I'll break this down. Let me move this over. All right, so we have our flour. So the first thing you got to put in is you got 1 3/4 cups. So we're going to break it down based on cup. You can actually do this if you're doing larger batches. If you're a commercial bakery, for instance, you can even use this. If you're using pounds, if you're using 10, 20 pound flour bags and such, whatever you want to do, because as we go through this, I'll show you how to break down the recipe to create a per serving and all of that for an individual package, okay? So let's just do this. We're going to add 2 cups. Just going to make up a recipe here. 2 cups of flour, okay? Fantastic. Go up here, we're gonna have our sugar, regular old granulated sugar, and it pops up here. Find the type of sugar. Now, it'll sometimes bring up powdered sugar, granulated sugar, different types of processed sugar. So whatever your recipe calls for, again, there's a 99.9% chance you're gonna find it on here. So add that to your recipe. So now look, you've got 2 ingredients, okay? And then we're going to, we use it based upon a cup as well. Actually, you know what? We're gonna do tablespoons, even better. So 3 tablespoons of flour, and add your next ingredient. Next up, we have eggs. And then just regular old egg. Nothing special, no just separated yolk or any of that sort. So this is gonna have, we're gonna go based on individual eggs. We're gonna go 2 eggs. All right, add your next ingredient, baking soda, pure baking soda, fantastic. We'll scroll down and that gets added, you see here, baking soda. So we have our eggs, sugar, flour, and baking soda. So we're going to put 1/8 of a teaspoon. That's perfect. And lastly, well, let's see real quick what we got. We have some chocolate chips. So we're making chocolate chip cookies. Oh, I'm sorry, chocolate chips, not cookies. There you go. All right. Semi-sweet, pure dark chocolate. They have all kinds of, even the mini sweet, smaller ones. All right, so we're gonna do semi-sweet. We'll add that to our recipe. And then lastly, we have a little bit of milk in the mix. All right, milk. Whole milk, perfect. And let's scroll down and we'll adjust that. So semi-sweet, we use 1 cup of chips and then 1 cup of milk. Now, again, you need to put in your recipe and follow this to a T. It's dependent upon what you're going to put in is how the nutritional analysis obviously is going to come out. So this is what we have. This is going to create the actual recipe. This is a batch. Now this is going to create 2 separate orders because this makes 48 cookies, okay? So I sell cookies based upon, this is really important to understand. How are you packaging your product? For example, with cookies, we sell them by 2 dozen. So we're selling 24 cookies. This recipe creates 2 sets of that, right? So whatever your recipe does, even if you're making lasagna and you want to sell it and you're selling individual portions, you want to start a meal delivery business, okay? So your lasagna on a 9-by-inch tray, a big tray, cut into 4s, that's actually 4 servings, right? So you want to keep that in mind. So we're going to go through here now that we have a total. Now this is the important part. So what the net weight of the product, this is going to yield. How many packages does the recipe make? That's how many batches of cookies do you make? 2, okay? Suggested serving size, 2. And then we are going to do how many servings in each package? So 24 cookies, if you eat 2 cookies, you have 12 servings. Now, you see how this updated over here? And then what we will do is, we're gonna go ahead and leave this at 1. And there you go. So this one would be chocolate chip cookies, 24 pack. So there are 12 servings, 2 servings each, and each one of those servings would have 100 grams of 100 calories. Sorry. And then this breaks down the sugars and the proteins and everything for 2 of those individual cookies based upon the quantity that we put in. Now, how does this look? Let's check it out. Go to set your ingredients statement. So this is in essence where you're going to put any additional things as far as maybe a teaspoon of coloring or food coloring or something that's not going to be measurable. You can add that on here. And you want to make sure that all of this information of your ingredients is here on your ingredients list, which of course it is. Your flour, you've got iron, flour, all that stuff that's broken down within the flour itself, semi-sweet chocolate chips, you have whole milk and such, and you're all set. So everything's on there. So you want to view how does this actually look when you're done. This is going to be the image you're going to want to download and then create that and put that on the label, or if you have a company print them for you, you can do that as well, okay? So let's take a look at this brand new recipe that we just put out. So we got chocolate chip cookies, 24 pack. This breaks it down by serving size. Now, are there any allergens? You want to make sure you have them marked. So this has milk, contains milk, obviously, contains egg. We don't have any trees. It does have wheat because of the flour. No soybeans, obviously fish or shellfish. And then you've got all of that here for your allergens, and that'll show up. And of course, you can put the name of your company on here if you like. If it's John's Cookie Co. And then you can put contact information, 954-412, whatever it might be, that your phone number might be. And then all of this will be present on your label. And I'm going to actually download it and show you how it looks, okay? Now let me show you something before we wrap this up. Now, this is a tabular style. There's different styles. Now watch. See, this is a smaller one. It relays the same information. FDA approved because the FDA allows you to actually create different variations of how it's laid out depending upon your packaging and the size of your packaging. Some of these layouts are better because some packaging is smaller, maybe rectangular, some bottles of spices. Everything is a little physically different. The packaging is different. So this is going to allow you to kind of change it up and figure out what's really best for my product, okay? So we have a linear, tabular, and then this is the default, which is the vertical. You've seen that, obviously, that style. And again, has all the information, and that's how it looks. So let's go back to, the one I love the most is the tabular one, this one here. So we're going to go ahead and take a look. We're going to download this PDF, save the label, and I'm going to show you, this will be the image you'll want to put on your computer, so then if you're printing your own labels, you can do that. If you have a company that's making them for you, they're going to say, hey, I need this image, and there it is. That's the image they need, okay? So